Don't you want to take a break of the busy city life in Cities Skylines too? Well, soon enough you can, because we want to build a beautiful botanical garden right here on the outskirts of the city of Douglas. So welcome back to Cities Skylines 2, welcome back to Chaos Hills, where we build 3 cities now on one map, and we are on our biggest city on Douglas, and Douglas is a pretty chunky city right now, and it's pretty hectic and it's pretty busy, and I thought about a nice green oasis for our people on the edge of this city, a botanical garden. So let's see what we can do. I just started by creating a parking lot for the people to park to enter the botanical garden, and then I added this park cafe which can function as an entrance to the botanical garden, I think. And then I want to lay out roughly the path where they can walk, and then I want to create different biomes, different trees, different styles. So we have a nice botanical garden, and I want to surround it with trees so you feel like you are in another world far away from the city. Since you are not far away from the city, which is nice, so it's easy to reach. That's why we extended our bus line, or we just added some bus stops to our bus line, already existing bus line, which is running from the train station to the suburbs. This is fine. And then I want to go in and start with the first biome, with the first style, and I want to create a little desert in the heart of our future botanical garden right here. So I use the sand textures. I add different strength of those textures around this path, and I added some decals as well. And then I went in, added some palm trees, and also I grabbed some cactus and all good stuff which fits in a deserty environment. And yes, I know we are a little bit limited on what we can create, but maybe in the future when we have more trees, more biome options, we can go in and maybe extend this botanical garden, since we are on the edge of the city, so we have some space left if we need to. But those cactus are pretty cool. I think the palm trees are also nice. And then we need to think about maybe adding 1 or 2 or 3 roofs, so it maybe we can imagine it covers the area a little bit. So let's grab this roof right here, and maybe it has some heating options for the cold winter days of Chaos Hills. So yeah, just to keep the plants of a deserty environment in shape is the idea. And it makes it look interesting as well. You can see it from the distance. It's a little bit of a focal point of this new botanical garden. And of course I want to add some water to it as well, so it has a nice vibe. And on the other side I want to add a flower patch, or different flower patches, add some colorful flowers right here. So a nice colorful area of grass and nice beautiful scenery is the idea. So this is the second area of our botanical garden. And by the way, if you like what you see, I wouldn't mind if you like the video, and if you subscribe as well. I do Cities Skylines 2 Let's Plays, I do Cities Skylines 2 tutorials as well, and all other good stuff. So thank you so much, guys. You know how YouTube works, would be very helpful. Anyway, I want to surround it with trees. As I said before, very dense tree network right here on the edge of this botanical garden. I think it's a good idea. So let's do this. Okay, for the next biome, I thought we could go a little bit boreal, so I want to add some pine trees, some like this, some spruces here and there. We can also add some rocks. So this is all we have for now, I think, for this biome. We can add some dead trees as well, so it feels like you're a little bit upper in terms of height and upper in the mountains. So a little mountain scenery is the idea, at least. So it's a big contrast coming from the desert to the mountain, but that is what you want to have in a botanical garden, I think. So I grabbed those nice rocks, and I want to add some decals as well to make it a little more imperfect. So we can add those rock decals, some dirt decals as well. And then we are already done with this biome, and I want to separate it again with a line of trees. But before we do this, we can add another body of water, I think, because it looks good, I think, and it's a nice border to the road leading to our next neighborhood up in the mountains. So now let's surround this water again with some trees. And I think it come together pretty quicker than I thought it would, but this is cool. And here in the center, in the heart of our botanical garden, I thought we can maybe add some entertainment or food areas. So what I mean by that is maybe some food stands, maybe a little bit of a playground. So we can add those. We can add some ploppable citizens, some adults, some kids. So we have a little bit of life going on right here. Since not too many people are walking right here. I mean, the paths are functional, but all we have is this one park cafe. So there's not really a reason for people to walk here. Maybe you have an idea how we can change it. Let me know in the comments, since it would be very nice to see a lot of people using our botanical garden, right? Anyway, let's continue adding some people right here, adding a bunch of imperfection as always do. A little bit trashy in there, and this is fine. This is the heart of our botanical garden, where you can grab something to eat and take a rest. And then we continue, and I thought about a little bit Japanese garden style part of this botanical garden. So let's grab some colorful trees and some colorful flowers, add a little bit of gravel underneath, and I think, yeah, this is the idea a little bit of this part of the botanical garden. It's the last part before you exit again. So again, if we have some more options, I would love to extend this park. But if you have any ideas what we could add, how we can get creative with more plants and trees, let me know. Of course, I would love to hear ideas for a future expansion of this botanical garden. And I need a name for this botanical garden as well. So all you have to say, leave it your ideas in the comments. And by the way, if you want to support me, you can become a member of the channel for only 99 cents, and you will get free access to the save game, a mod list, and some cool emojis and more, some sneak peeks on my Discord. All the perks are listed in my member section of the YouTube channel. And I filled this last area right here with some big trees, a little bit overgrown with some grass, and I think it's fine, nice contrast again. And we are getting towards the end. What I want to do is add those arid rocks on this desert hill right here in the middle. I just grabbed from the PDX mods. I always want to say workshop, but no, it's not workshop anymore. And then I want to detail up this parking lot just a little bit. We can add some booth, we can add some surface underneath it, and maybe we can just give this bus stops right here some love with some texture to it. So this looks much better, I think. And then we surround it again with some trees on the other side, and this is fine. And on the other side of this road, on the other side of the botanical garden, I just want to very quickly extend the neighborhood which we have going on the right side of the screen. I want just to add some zoning to it and fill the gaps with some big trees. So a nice overgrown quick neighborhood. I use the Southwest pack, which I used before. So, and this is cool. I think we can be a little bit lazy. We don't have to plop every building. We just can add some zoning right here. We fill the gaps, and you will see in the end it will look good enough. And I think I like the nice detail with the tunnel in the center of this neighborhood going underneath the mountain where the botanical garden sits. And let's add some trees right here, right next to it, and then we see how it turns out in the end. And look at this, a little bit later we are done, and I think it came together pretty good. And this is already the end of our episode. I hope you liked it, and I hope I see you back here in my next episode in Chaos Hills. And I'm Chaos Fun. Have a very good one. Bye bye.